Hey there guys, Pinobi here bringing the Pokemon Narrated Wi-Fi battle. So today, I got a game here versus BigBirdBigDaddy, link in the description. You guys might remember him from if you watched Dangerous 36M streams. We hyped him up a little bit. He's a pretty cool guy. Like I said, link in the description. This is a bit of an older battle. It's RU tier 5th generation. I haven't taken too close of a look at all the new tier changes. I think some of this stuff has fallen down into NU. Obviously, you can use NUs and RU, so it's not that big of a deal. Question for today is, do you have a rival? You know, that guy where he walks in the room and it's like you hear music in your head, like epic face-off, eyes meet, and maybe they piss you off, or maybe they're a good friend, but you just have that competitive spirit with them. Let me know, fucking comments in the down bar and shit. So anyway, okay, he's gonna start off with a Wormadam. I'm gonna start off with my Primate. I'm just gonna go straight for the close combat because I know that Wormadams are usually specially defensive because they're a Steel type, and Steel types are usually special defensive. And I don't really have much other than Wheezing that can do too much damage. I figure I might as well just go ahead and trade a big chunk of damage for Stealth Rocks because I know that Wormadam has no recovery. So he's going to go for Protect just to get some leftovers, which makes perfect sense. And it's pretty common on Wormadams in conjunction with Toxic to do some stalling with their great typing. So I go for a second close combat here just to see what he wants to switch into. I know he doesn't have anything that can really take close combats too well. His only resist, I believe, is his fucking Mr. Mime. So I'm going to switch out into my Umbreon. This is probably a really bad play. I should have expected the Wish pass back to Wormadam, but for some reason I was thinking Toxic perhaps. I don't know. That was probably my train of thought since I switched into a Synchronizer. And I don't think this team has much status on it, surprisingly. But either way, I'm going to make a double switch because I understand that he wants to switch back into his Wormadam to get the rejuvenation from Wish, so this is going to give me a chance to set up my rocks with King Daddy D-Bat, and he's just going to go ahead and trade the Toxic. So I know that he's probably not going to go for the Protect, considering that he's probably expecting my switch, since he knows that I'm expecting the Protect. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn in case he wants to switch, get some switch initiative, and go ahead and go into my Samuscott. I know that he has nothing that he can use to hurt me except for Toxic, and I doubt he would want to risk going for Toxic again, considering that he just landed it on my my fucking bananas and shit, or my King Daddy D-Bat. But either way, it wouldn't be the end of the world. After looking at his team, I realized the only big thing he has that can wall my Primeape and my Samuscott is his Alamamoa, or however you pronounce that. So my game plan is going to be to get as many stat boosts as I think is possible and just shred a huge hole in his team. I'm pretty sure that with the physical prowess of Samuscott and Primeape together, I should be able to hopefully nab enough kills to swing the match in my favor if I play it right. So after I think +4, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Waterfall, which is going to be able to take him out, which is good for me. And with the Poison, I think it's going to leave me at around half health, as he's obviously going to bring in his Alamamoa. This thing's name, I don't even fucking know. But he's going to go straight for the Protect to reveal that he does have Protect on this thing, which makes perfect sense considering that it does have Wish. And that obviously sucks for me since this thing is a physical monster, and with the leftovers recovery, I'm probably not going to be able to take it out. Unfortunately, he's going to land the double Protect, which is going to make the Poison rack up even more on me, and he's going to get that second turn of leftovers recovery, or, yeah, second turn, and that is just going to definitely guarantee I'm not going to nab a kill. Thankfully, my Mega Horn doesn't miss, because if my Mega Horn had missed there, that might have been the match for me, or I would have had to do a lot of all sorts of fucking lackluster turnaround circle shit to try and get rid of this thing. But anyways, I know that the Toxic's going to take me out. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my PNBZ. Now, obviously, he just set up a Wish right there, which really sucks for me. But I'm going to use this to my advantage, bringing in Porygon Z, who is oftentimes a nasty plotter. So he's not going to go for the Protect, because he's predicting my nasty plot, which is going to give me the perfect advantage I need to just take him out with a Tri-Attack. And he brings in his Big Daddy Jr. Snorlax, or Munchlax rather, which is normally specially defensive. I decided to stay in because I am Choice Specs, and I wasn't sure if 2 Choice Specs Tri-Attacks would take him out, but it obviously didn't. And his return did a lot. Like, holy crap, it did like 2/3 of my health. I really wasn't expecting him to have enough attack prowess and bulkiness to survive 2 Tri-Attacks and kill me with 2 returns. But I guess that's my inexperience of dealing with Munchlaxes with Porygon Zs. But either way, he's going to get the first turn Rest Talk on the return, which is going to take me out, which kind of sucks, but the good thing is it lets me bring in my Primate for free. And the only thing he really has that can afford to take a close combat is probably Mr. Mime, thanks to the resist, even with his frail defenses. But Primeapes are very known for carrying U-turn, so if I predicted that switch and landed a U-turn, he would lose really his only check to my Primeape, and also the only thing that with a Psychic attack that could deal with my Wheezing. So he really could not risk that, and that's why he had to fodder out his Munchlax there. So I'm gonna switch into my Wheezing on his fucking Durant because I know that I can wall him because I resist Bug, which is obviously what he would go for against the Umbreon. So Wheezing and Umbreon make a pretty nice core there. Umbreon being immune to the Psychic weakness and him resisting the Bug weakness, which is actually a pretty big deal in RU because of stuff like Yanmega. So I'm going to predict to switch back to Durant, and I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Primeape. And every time I can get a free switch into Primeape is really good for me because, like I said, he doesn't really have much to be able to take it. And that alone is allowing me to really whittle down his team. He doesn't really have a great check for Primeape. Maybe if he had something like a Wheezing himself, that could have been really problematic for me, but luckily that's not the case. So at this point, I can just switch into my Mudbreon or Umbreon to wall his special attackers, and there's really not much you can do because his Fire Burning, whatever this Anteater dude, I don't even remember what it's called, but this thing is a special attacker also, so I don't even really need to do any sort of risky predict switches or anything like that. I can just take him out with paybacks. And he did miss a Focus Blast there, which would have been super effective, but I don't think it would have done that much, to be honest, because it's not stab and I'm max special defense. But even if it did do a lot, I doubt it would leave me at such low HP that this Thunderbolt that did like less than 100 would be able to finish me off. So either way, it's going to be a good game, Big Bird, Big Daddy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to check him out below. And as for my rival, I do have a person that's kind of like that, where every time they walk into the room, you know, you hear music in your head, your eyes meet, not in the romantic sense, and you're just like, I fucking hate this guy. But at the same time, you know, you have fun competing with them and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys have a person like that, any fun stories or scenarios, feel free to leave it in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoy, all that kind of shit. Like I said, Big Bird, Big Daddy below. And if you missed yesterday's video, which is the first video I've uploaded in like quite a while, you can feel free to click on the screen, and that will let you go watch that. So anyways, that's about it, guys. I'll catch you later, and peace.